And speaking of pipes, before I go on any further, remember I need to give this a nice 3D look, like it's rounded. So imagine looking at a straw from the side, or anything, like like this can of cola right here. Actually, it's Mountain Dew, of course. Imagine taking a can of soft drink and looking at it on its side. It's going to actually appear as a rectangle, but because you can't perceive the depth without some measure of shading. So we need to add some shading to our pipes here. Bevel and Emboss might be able to do the trick if we bring up the depth and the size. No. Well, that's okay. I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way anyhow. I'm going to lock my transparency. And I'm going to use my gradient tool. And I'm just going to bring this up like this just a little bit. Oh, the opacity's wrong. That's why. Starting to worry there. And we can do that both times. Whoa. Forgot you got to isolate it. So just use a quick marquee selection there. Make sure it doesn't apply down here as well. And now we're going to do the same thing in reverse. Let's do a 80% here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just, if you're familiar with chiaroscuro, the artistic concept of chiaroscuro, I'm going to leave a little bit of that shaded right there at the top. I mean, not shaded. So that's another reason why taking an art class comes in handy. Now, doesn't that look, I mean, it's still a rectangle, but by adding that shading there, I have made it look like a pipe viewed from the side. So that's what I want you to do. So now what we're going to do, if I can get it to stop going crazy, is I think I'll make the pipes rust. So I'm just going to select all of the rust. I'm going to bring it in here. And that's okay that it doesn't fit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select the pipe layer, all active pixels on that. I'm going to invert and hit delete. Now see how that pipe, the metal, the rust, is directly over the pipe area? Well, by just hitting multiply, I apply, or actually let's do overlay, what am I thinking? Do overlay, and now that metal, that rust, is applied to the pipe layer. And I can do the exact same thing again. I can bring my rust down some over here. Might even make it a little bit different here. Same thing again. Command click on pipes. Go up to layer 3 that I just pasted. Invert my selection. Hit the delete key and make this layer. Actually, I can just collapse it down and it will automatically make both of them the pipe layer. Now, actually, I just realized I meant to get rid of that pipe, the word pipe. But you know what? I'm going to leave them there just so you can see what it is that I'm building. I'm going to do the same thing for all the other ones as well. But when you do this, take the text out. That's just there to explain what it is you're looking at. Okay, that's kind of funny. So there's rust. Let's take a look at steel. Where can I bring steel in? Don't really want any of this, but I do want some of that. I'm going to copy and paste here. And I go to the wrong document naturally. And yeah, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to work on the bottom of the wall. And rearrange these so that they are spatially correct. Just going to hit paste again. Bring that down to there. Go to this box that I made in the middle. Hit my magic wand tool underneath the black rectangle, and that selects only the area that's in the bottom of the wall. Again, I'm going to invert my selection. If I can learn how to use a mouse. And hit delete. Oh, but you got to do that on the pasted layer, not on the template layer. Okay, so there is wall slash bottom slash texture. A bit hard to type around the microphone there. All right. And I'm going to do the same thing probably with with the other ones as well. I'm just going to make a composite layer out of all of this so I don't miss anything. I'm going to go to template, paste, and I want these details to all squeeze in, so I'm just going to get them all in here except for the edges because of that stupid beveling and embossing artifact that keeps cropping up. I'm going to bring that up to here. And I'm going to again go to my template layer, click on the pixels, go back to the recently pasted layer, invert my selection. If I can learn how to read this time, and hit delete. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. Let's see, do I have anything else I haven't used yet? That's going to make sense. Nope. All right, well, let's just go ahead and bring this back then. Copy that again. You definitely want to be naming this these layers as you go. We're going to wind up with, like 2 dozen. Let's see here. Paste a new layer, bring it up to the top, click on my template layer, command click on it, invert my selection yet again. Hold on, I did that wrong. We'll just get rid of that layer. Let's see here. Go to my template layer. Actually, I didn't mean to delete that, no. Now it's kind of dicey because, actually, oops, there we go. Okay. That, I was getting my, getting my textures, my layers confused. Speaking of naming your textures. Okay, drink some caffeine, Tim. It'll all be better. Okay, from that invisible for the time being, go down to my template layer, magic wand tool, and click in the empty space right there. Now, reactivate the visibility of the wall top texture. Again, invert my selection and hit the delete key. Oops, except again, I did it on the wrong layer. Delete, after the invert, you delete on the top texture wall. And that gets you something like that. Um, I might want to go up here to my pipes layer here that is an overlay and change the hue. So that it matches the current color scheme a little bit more. There we go. And get rid of that. All right, so that is one way to do it. That's kind of boring, really, though. That doesn't really look like the Nostromo. It's not going to create a whole lot of visual interest. So let's do another one.